You know how sometimes you wake up in the morning and the First Lady puts out a statement demanding you be fired from your job? We've all been there, right?
Heard the joke Jimmy made that night when it happened, and at the time I didn't think it had anything to do with it was before this weekend, so it obviously didn't have anything to do with that. So I think any reaction related to what happened this weekend just doesn't make sense to me.
I think Disney and ABC are extremely lucky that Donald Trump wasn't assassinated on Saturday for 2 days after Jimmy Kimmel made the joke about expectant widow. If that had happened, there would be a backlash against them like they've never seen before. So I think they are extremely lucky, and they would be very smart to get this guy off the air, especially when there's so many non-political comedians that are good that could replace his show.
I heard about it, and I'm just sick of the silliness coming out of the White House. I just wish that there were proper adults running the country at the moment, and we could stop with all these stupid distractions and this silly nonsense and just get back to governing the country. I mean, we're on the brink of a global economic disaster, and this guy is worried about Jimmy Kimmel. Can we just get our priorities straight, please?
I think that they are severely wasting their time making comments about somebody expressing, using their right of free speech. And I think that there are countless other things that they could be doing as president and first lady.
If he gets fired, I think, it's going to take away freedom of speech for a lot of comedians, You're going to be walking on eggshells, and not be able to say what you really feel, And we're going to be, watered down on our entertainment from comedians.
I would be very upset. Very, very upset about that. I mean, this guy, Trump, goes on TV and says stuff about everybody. You know what I mean? Even the Pope. You can talk about the Pope, but nobody can talk about him. So there's definitely double standards when it comes to Trump and his establishment and his people. That's what I say.
It'd be silly. It's stupid. It's a TV show. You're at war. The entire world is suffering because of your mistake going to a war with Iran, and you're worried about Jimmy Kimmel? It's Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, I like the guy, but he's not that important,
But, I hope everything works out. We love Jimmy Kimmel. We don't want him to lose his job over this. Maybe he can have Trump come on the show, and they talk it out, Hopefully we can work things out.